For centuries, we have lived with a limited view of reality. Our ancestors, from ancient civilizations to the modern era, have always sought to understand the world around them. They built monuments, created art, and developed philosophies, all in an attempt to make sense of their existence. Yet, despite these efforts, our understanding remained confined within the boundaries of what we could see and touch. We have embraced a materialist paradigm, believing that the world is made up solely of physical matter. This view has driven technological advancements and industrial growth, shaping the modern world we live in today. Skyscrapers, machines, and bustling cities are all testaments to our materialist perspective. But this perspective, while powerful, has its limitations. But what if I told you that this view is incomplete? What if the true nature of reality extends beyond the physical, into realms that we are only beginning to explore? Imagine looking up at the night sky, feeling a sense of wonder and curiosity. That feeling hints at a deeper truth, one that challenges our conventional understanding. What if I told you that consciousness, not matter, is the fundamental ground of existence? This idea, though radical, is gaining traction among scientists and philosophers alike. Consciousness, the very essence of our being, may hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. This is the revolutionary proposition of quantum consciousness, a field that is transforming our understanding of ourselves and the universe. Quantum physics, with its strange and counterintuitive principles, has opened the door to new ways of thinking. Scientists in labs around the world are delving into the quantum realm, uncovering phenomena that defy our traditional notions of reality. Quantum physics, the study of the very small, has revealed a reality that is far stranger and more wondrous than we could have ever imagined. Subatomic particles behave in ways that challenge our understanding of space and time. Quantum entanglement, where particles remain connected across vast distances, suggests a level of interconnectedness that is truly mind-boggling. It has shown us that the world is not a collection of separate objects, but rather an interconnected web of energy and information. This web is dynamic, constantly evolving, and deeply interconnected. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are all part of this intricate tapestry, influencing and being influenced by the world around us. And at the heart of this web lies consciousness, the elusive force that animates the universe and gives rise to our very being. Consciousness is not just a byproduct of brain activity, it is a fundamental aspect of reality itself. It is the light that illuminates our experiences, the force that drives our creativity, and the essence that connects us to the cosmos. The implications of this new paradigm are profound. If we accept that consciousness is fundamental, it changes everything. It alters our understanding of life, death, and the nature of existence. It invites us to explore new frontiers of knowledge and to reconsider our place in the universe. If consciousness is fundamental, then we are not merely insignificant specks of dust in a vast and indifferent cosmos. We are integral parts of a grand, interconnected whole. Our thoughts, intentions, and actions have a ripple effect, influencing the fabric of reality itself. This realization empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and our world. We are active participants in the creation of reality, our thoughts and intentions shaping the world around us. Through meditation, mindfulness, and collaborative efforts, we can harness the power of consciousness to bring about positive change. By aligning our intentions with the greater good, we can create a more harmonious and compassionate world. This is the empowering message of quantum consciousness, a message that has the potential to transform our lives and create a brighter future for all. As we embrace this new understanding, we open the door to endless possibilities. Together, we can co-create a reality that reflects our highest aspirations and deepest values. Quantum physics can seem daunting, a realm of abstract equations and paradoxical concepts. It's a field that often leaves even the brightest minds puzzled and intrigued, but at its heart, it offers a simple yet profound message. Reality is not what it seems. The quantum world challenges our very perception of existence. One of the key principles of quantum physics is wave-particle duality. This principle is fundamental to understanding the behavior of the smallest particles in the universe. This means that subatomic particles, such as electrons and photons, can behave as both waves and particles. They exhibit properties of both, depending on the experimental setup. Imagine a beam of light. When we think of light, we often picture it as a continuous wave spreading out and illuminating everything in its path. We can think of it as a wave spreading out like ripples on a pond. This wave-like nature of light explains many phenomena such as interference and diffraction. but we can also think of it as a stream of particles, tiny packets of energy called photons. These photons can be counted and measured individually. The strange thing is, light exhibits both wave-like and particle-like behavior, depending on how we choose to observe it. This duality is one of the most fascinating aspects of quantum mechanics. This duality challenges our classical understanding of the world, where objects are either waves or particles, but not both. It forces us to rethink the very nature of matter and energy. Another mind-bending concept is quantum superposition. This principle is at the core of many quantum phenomena and technologies. This principle states that a quantum particle can exist in multiple states at once until it is observed. It's as if the particle is in a state of limbo, existing in all possible configurations simultaneously. Imagine a coin spinning in the air. As it spins, it embodies both heads and tails, a superposition of states. Before we catch it and observe its state, it is both heads and tails simultaneously. This analogy helps us grasp the concept of superposition in a tangible way. Similarly, an electron can be in multiple places at the same time, existing in a fuzzy cloud of possibilities until an observation is made. This is a direct consequence of the superposition principle. These quantum phenomena may seem bizarre, almost like science fiction, but they have been repeatedly confirmed by experiments. Rigorous testing and validation have shown that these principles hold true in the quantum realm. They force us to question our assumptions about the nature of reality. What we perceive as solid and certain is, at the quantum level, a dance of probabilities and possibilities, and open up the possibility that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping the world around us. The observer effect suggests that the act of observation itself can influence the outcome of quantum events, hinting at a deep connection between mind and matter. Dr. Amit Goswami, a renowned theoretical physicist and a pioneer in the field of quantum consciousness, offers a compelling framework for understanding the relationship between consciousness and reality. Goswami proposes that there are two realms of existence: the domain of potentiality and the domain of actuality. The domain of potentiality, also known as the quantum realm, is a realm of pure possibility. It is a sea of unmanifest potential, where all possible outcomes exist simultaneously. This is the realm where quantum particles dance in their superposed states, waiting for consciousness to collapse the wave function and bring them into actuality. The domain of actuality, on the other hand, is the world of our everyday experience. It is the world of form, where possibilities have been actualized and manifested into physical reality. According to Goswami, consciousness acts as a bridge between these two realms, choosing from the infinite possibilities of the quantum realm and collapsing them into the concrete experiences of our lives. This process of collapse is not a one-way street. Just as consciousness shapes reality, reality also shapes consciousness. Our experiences, beliefs, and intentions influence the choices we make from the domain of potentiality, creating a feedback loop that shapes the course of our lives. For centuries, humanity has been caught in a tug-of-war between two seemingly opposing worldviews: materialism and spirituality. Materialism asserts that the physical world is all there is, while spirituality posits the existence of a non-material realm beyond our senses. Quantum consciousness offers a way to transcend this duality, providing a framework that embraces both the material and the spiritual. From the quantum perspective, consciousness is not an emergent property of matter, as materialists believe, nor is it separate from the physical world, as some spiritual traditions suggest. Instead, consciousness is seen as the fundamental ground of existence, the source from which both matter and spirit arise. This understanding has profound implications for how we view ourselves and the world. It suggests that we are not separate from the universe, but rather integral parts of a unified whole. It also implies that our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions have the power to influence the fabric of reality, shaping the world around us in ways we are only beginning to understand. By embracing a quantum worldview, we can move beyond the limitations of both materialism and dogmatic spirituality. We can begin to see ourselves as co-creators of our reality, empowered to manifest our highest potential and create a world that reflects our deepest values. Consciousness is often seen as a mystery, an enigma that has puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries. From ancient times to the modern era, the quest to understand the nature of consciousness has driven some of the greatest minds to explore the depths of human experience and the fabric of reality itself. But what if the key to understanding consciousness lies in recognizing its fundamental nature? What if, instead of being a byproduct of complex neural processes, consciousness is the very foundation upon which all existence is built? Quantum consciousness proposes that consciousness is not a product of the brain, but rather the ground of all being, the source from which everything arises. This theory suggests that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe, much like space, time, and energy. Think of the ocean and its waves. The ocean, vast and deep, represents the universal consciousness, while the waves are the individual expressions of this consciousness. The waves are not separate from the ocean, they are expressions of the ocean itself. Each wave rises and falls, but it is always part of the greater whole. Similarly, our individual consciousness is not separate from universal consciousness. It is a wave within the vast ocean of awareness that permeates all of existence. This interconnectedness means that every thought, emotion, and experience is part of a larger unified field of consciousness. This perspective challenges the traditional view of consciousness as an emergent property of matter. Instead of seeing consciousness as something that arises from complex brain activity, we can view it as the fundamental essence that gives rise to all phenomena. If consciousness is fundamental, then it cannot be reduced to physical processes in the brain. This means that our understanding of the mind and its capabilities must expand beyond the limitations of materialistic science. Instead, the brain can be seen as a receiver or a filter of consciousness, allowing us to access and experience a particular slice of the vast spectrum of awareness. Just as a radio tunes into different frequencies, our brains tune into different aspects of the universal consciousness. This understanding has profound implications for our understanding of reality. It suggests that the universe is not an indifferent mechanical system, but rather a living conscious entity in which we are all interconnected. Every particle, every star, every living being is part of this grand tapestry of consciousness. It suggests that the universe is not an indifferent mechanical system, but rather a living conscious entity in which we are all interconnected. This interconnectedness means that our actions, thoughts, and intentions have a ripple effect throughout the cosmos. It also implies that we have far more power and potential than we realize, as we are each expressions of the infinite creative power of consciousness itself. By tapping into this universal consciousness, we can unlock new levels of creativity, intuition, and understanding, transforming not only our own lives but the world around us.